I would continue my streak as I feel like I usually do and just vlog the week in my life. The last video that I posted was actually yesterday, and I feel like every time I haven't vlogged in a while, it just takes like one day and then I re-inspire myself. So I figured, why not just like do a little day in the, or week in the life at home again. Like I said in my last video, have like been taking some time away from social media, and with that I feel like I've wanted to just like slow down a little bit with my content, and YouTube is like the perfect place to do that. So you might be seeing more of me. I'm just trying to figure out the routine that works for me. But anyways, we are here now. I am doing my makeup. I'm getting ready for a meeting that I have, and I have like a little update for you guys. So I am going to be, or I guess I am now, I'm the social media editor of the lifestyle magazine Sophisticated Living in Indianapolis. I have known the editor-in-chief for a couple of years, and him and I have like stayed connected. He's helped me a little bit when I like got started with travel blogging, and then I ran into him a couple of times, and then he said that he needed someone to kind of like take over the social media, but it's very low-key. It'll just be like a couple hours a week, so it's just like good experience. And it'll also be nice to like have a separate like side income doing something that I actually like to do and not just be at the restaurant. And again, like the time commitment is so chill that I'm happy about it. So today I'm going to brunch to meet the whole team, so I'm getting ready for that. I'm so used to my Mondays being dedicated for like fully my own thing and like social media stuff, literally whatever I need to do. But today I have this meeting, and then afterwards I'm actually speaking with just like one of the associate who has been in charge of the social media so far, and she's gonna like, this is basically like my day one where I'm learning how to like start scheduling posts, where to get the content, all of that. And then this evening I have to work, which is annoying because our restaurant, while I was gone for the month of July, I took the whole month off, and then I came back and they decided to open on Mondays, and this restaurant has never been open on Mondays, which was always so nice because if me and my work friends ever wanted to do something, we would like have our Mondays free. But now I got scheduled, and then I immediately turned my availability to not be available Mondays because I like having a fresh week like fully for myself, or like the first day and a fresh week just for like whatever I need to do. And I'm like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I've been working at this restaurant for 2 years, never been open Monday, and that's not changing for me. Sorry. Anyways, so that's kind of what I have going on today. And then just pretty basic week in my life. On Wednesday I have an event with my mom. She's in Toronto right now, and we're watching Picasso. If you saw my vlog, the last vlog, which was yesterday, my brother was home for the entire month, and his girlfriend, she lives in Germany but her family lives in Toronto, so my mom drove him there to spend a couple of days all together. And then Tim and Irene, his girlfriend, are flying back to Vienna on Wednesday morning. My mom's coming home. So that's what's been going on. It was so nice to have my brother home. I know I already said this, but I was truly like in a daze the entire time my family was home, and now I feel like I'm really getting back to my routine. Where is my mascara? But again, taking the time to just like spend time with my family, travel. We were with Caroline and Steve. I truly feel like I'm reset a little bit, and now I'm coming back to like reality, I guess. I need a new brow gel. I really like the e.l.f. one because it's so cheap and my brows just like stay anyways. But I'm just going to brush up my brows. I'm gonna do my lips in the car. I just keep my lip stuff in my purse, and then I just apply it in my bag before I go into wherever I'm going. But I have to leave in like 10 minutes, so I need to go find an outfit. I just finished my meeting, and honestly, I'm so happy that I was able to meet with her in person. Apparently this brunch, I thought this was maybe something that they did often, but this was because it's mostly like it's a remote job for everyone. Like I guess the editor-in-chief, the associate, my job, the like sales guy, all of these people have never really met in person because everyone kind of does their own thing. So it worked out perfectly that it was like right when I'm starting, and then being able to like watch the woman who taught me kind of how to take over the social media, being able to sit next to her and watch how she does it was so helpful because I'm a very visual learner, and now I'm feeling like I can tackle this. At first I was feeling a little bit intimidated by what they want from me because you never know when you start something new what they're gonna ask of you, but I'm feeling really good. I feel like I could go home right now, and basically I'm just gonna be scheduling posts that come out of their issue, and sophisticated living posts or 6 times a year. So they do, like, they just did July and August, next is September and October. So she kind of showed me how she schedules everything, how to format the posts, so I'm feeling good. I have 2 hours before I have to leave for work, which I'm so mad about. I'm honestly crashing. I sometimes wonder how I would ever work sitting at a desk 9 to 5 all day, because I sat for 2 hours, maybe not even that long, concentrating on something, and I'm wanted to fall asleep towards the end because I'm not used to just sitting down for that long. And I feel like anytime I'm doing my own work, I will usually like get up and go take a walk, and maybe that's what people do, but wow, I'm so not focused in long periods. But I think I'm gonna go home and edit the YouTube video that I filmed yesterday because I feel like I'll have enough time to get that done. Put you guys in my cabinet because this kitchen is tiny and I struggle finding places to put my camera, but I cannot fight my sleepiness anymore. I need to make a coffee. I made myself get up at 7 a.m. this morning just because I've been so out of routine, and before all my travels I was waking up at 6:30, and I forced myself to wake up at 6:30 for a couple of days, and then I would naturally wake up that early. So I need to get back into that at least by 7 to feel like a human being that early in the morning. But as I said in my last vlog, I got a Breville espresso machine. So even if I don't want a coffee that bad, I just want to make it because it's so fun and I feel like a little barista at home. But the only thing is I don't really love these beans, so I think I'm going to use these. This is my second bag of this. This is from Stumptown Coffee Roasters. This is my favorite, one of my favorite cafes, or I guess coffee shops in New York City. It's in Greenwich Village near Washington Square Park. And it's on Amazon Prime, so I figured that would be a good one to kind of stick to in my routine because I know that if I run out, I can get it really quickly. And I did buy these, and it's caramel cooked red fruit and chocolate, and it's a little bit too rich for me. I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Watch this be the same thing, and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. You know what? I don't even feel like figuring it out right now. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna take out these beans. Fun fact, when I first ordered this Breville, the first one I got was completely defected, and I thought I ruined it. But then I got in contact with customer service, and I had to get sent a whole new one, so I was really teased with that because I was so excited. I came home to it from Canada, and then I couldn't even use it, and I had to wait until we got back from Charleston to get another machine. Okay guys, I think I do have to just stick with this. I don't want to clean out the grinder of these beans, so helm it is. Trying to figure out the best angle to film with this new coffee machine because it takes up so much counter space, and my sink is also right here, and right now there's so many dirty dishes. I feel like you can't even see me talk, but I feel like this is kind of cute. I don't know. I'm also really lazy with getting my full tripod out because having to twist my camera on every single time is really annoying, and I have a tiny one right now, but I feel like this looks good, and you guys can watch me steam the milk. Look at how good that espresso looks, and the milk. I really need to start learning some latte art because this has potential. That could be a leaf if I tried harder. Good morning, guys. Happy, what day is it? Tuesday. I'm going to get my hair done this morning. My really good friend Jaden is a hairdresser, and he recently just like switched salons and is building up his clientele. So I'm going to get a gloss and a blowout. We've been talking about doing this for a while because he also is like trying to build his audience on social media as well. So we're kind of doing like a little collab, if you will.
Hello.
Okay, what are we doing?
Today we're cutting her bald. She said she just wants it to be shaved bald.
Donovan would freak out because he said if I ever go bald, I would look just like my dad.
Shut up. You probably would.
I would look exactly like him. But I'm telling Jaden to do whatever because I don't trust myself to make decisions.
Take a little gloss refresh for shine, conditioning, all the things. I think you're good on a haircut. You might need one, maybe next time now.
Okay. Whatever you say. I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm here for a good time.
Yeah, and a little blowout actually.
A little blowout. The blowout I do.
Yeah.
That's my one request. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Just got settled into getting some work done. It is 1 p.m. My hair looks and feels amazing. That was like the first time I've had a like blowout done with my hair professionally, like with rollers, and he did so good. It did fall out a little bit because my hair is like so fine and doesn't really hold stuff that easily, but it still has a really nice shape. But the most random thing, my brother is coming home for the evening, which I know this whole vlog I've just been saying that he left, but I think I mentioned like my mom and him went to Toronto, and apparently Air Canada is on strike. They were supposed to fly out tomorrow to Vienna together, but Tim really has to be back. I think his season starts on Monday, so he wants to be back like this week. Irene, his girlfriend, has like probably another 2 or 3 weeks before she starts, so she has more time. So Tim decided to come back with my mom today and fly out of Indy tomorrow. So they're driving back from Toronto, and it worked out perfectly. I switched shifts with someone who really needed tomorrow covered, and then I needed tonight covered, and she had already asked me to switch, and I was supposed to have an event with my mom tomorrow, but she was like, yeah, obviously if you can get the night off tonight to spend time with your brother, then it's fine. So I got my shift covered. Tim is coming home, and it's like gonna be deja vu of one last dinner with the whole family. It's funny because we've spent so much time together this summer, and then the last 4 days have been like complete separation. My dad's like at home alone, which he loves. Anyways, for now I'm going to finish editing the YouTube video that I started editing yesterday. I didn't have time to finish it, although I was really optimistic for thinking that I would. It's a little bit later in the day. After I got some work done at my computer, I went to Pilates in downtown, which I actually have never gone in the evening because I'm like don't want to get stuck in rush hour, but I ended up leaving. The class was at 5:45 and I left at 4:35 to like not be driving on the highway at 5 o'clock, and then I just waited in my car for 30 minutes, and actually that was productive because I cleaned out storage on my phone because I did my brick so I couldn't get on social media, and I like cleared up some storage, so it was like I needed to do that. And I did triple threat, which is a mat class, and I don't take that class very often because the time slots, there's not many in the morning. They're like, the two that are most popular are Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, and Tuesday nights I usually work, and Thursday I teach ballet. But it was so fun. I was shaking, my legs hurt so bad. But seriously, you guys, I've not talked about it that much on here, but Movement House, the place that I go to in downtown, if you're from Indy, I highly recommend checking it out. It is small business. The owner, Vanessa, is amazing, and it's in the Arts Factory building where they're like doing a lot of construction, and it's gonna be such a cool spot. Right now there's not a lot and it's mostly just under construction, but there's gonna be a coffee shop. I think there's like a Japanese restaurant. I know there's a Japanese restaurant, but it's just not open yet. There's a salon, there is a boutique, and there's so many other things opening in that building, and then there's artist studios. So if you have been wanting to try Pilates, reformer, mat, they have assets, which is like, it's like TRX. That's what it's called, right? It's like with the, like, you know, the ropes that you use attached to the wall. Have you seen that type of workout? Yeah. They're actually...
They used to have them at Lifetime and Fishers.
Yeah. So they have those classes. They have like cardio reformer, and then she has jump classes with like mini trampolines. I think there's a more like athletic name for it, but I just call them a mini trampoline. I highly recommend checking them out. It is one of my favorite spots in Indy, and the group of people there in the community is so great. And that's why I drive 30 minutes to make it that way, because I do live 5 minutes away from a club Pilates, but I just like to, I don't know, I just love the space. Anyways, we are on our way to my family's house right now. My brother and my mom just got home, and the dogs are so excited to see. You want to see Gigi? Are you excited to see Gigi? Picasso, do you want to see your mommy? They hate the car, so they're like low-key panicking.
Aligno is the wine from Chateau something, I forgot about the name of it, but it's French.
Okay.
Yeah, I drove for 8 hours today. 5 times. French Chateau in Quebec, not Quebec. Ontario.
Oh my god.
You know that.
I'm making myself a salad for lunch. I don't know why I'm craving like a big green salad. Probably because I haven't had a salad in a while, and I've been eating so much food. I just feel like I need a very light meal, but I am sauteing some chicken for some protein. But I have some spring mix in a bowl, and then I think I'm gonna do these cherry tomatoes from my parents' garden. I saw the pickled red onions, and that's what inspired this. They sounded really yummy. So I'm doing that, avocado, and then I think that's it. I'm probably gonna make a Dijon dressing, like a mustard, vinegar, whatever dressing to go with it, because that sounds good. Okay, I've got all the veggies and everything in here. Now I'm just gonna make the dressing. I'm gonna start with some olive oil in here. I just eyeball everything. It's probably maybe a little bit too much. Especially because I'm the only one eating this. Some red wine vinegar. I usually do like equal parts of each. You can also do white vinegar. That's probably what I would have done if I had it. And I'm gonna do like that much Dijon mustard because I want it to be stronger. Then some salt. Pepper. I think I'm gonna start there. You can also throw in a garlic clove. That would be really yummy, but I honestly just don't feel like messing with it. Let's try it. Let's see. Okay, I think that's perfect. Some sugar in it would be good, like a tiny bit. Sometimes I do that to cut like the vinegar, and that tastes really good in a salad. Pour this baby. All right, and there is my lunch. Happy Wednesday night to all that celebrate, aka watch the summer I turn pretty. I have been looking forward to this all day long, and I told myself it would be my treat at the end of the night. I just got home from work, I ate dinner at work. Now we are drinking. I love how you're sat for this. Like, no one told you had to be here, but like,
well,
I think
tea.
Oh, we're having tea. Right, okay. Donovan watched the 2 episodes ago where it was like narrated from Conrad's point of view. But I feel like you're gonna be disappointed because that one was like so good. So yeah, that's the new movie with KJ Apa and Madeline Klein. But I think low-key you're invested.
I want to see if she goes with him.
Literally a month ago when I started watching this, he was like, it's so cringy.
It is awful.
It is
It's
so
awful.
cringy, but that's like the point. It's supposed to be bad. Well, I don't think the director intended for it to be bad, but it's like, yeah, it's cringy. I miss who I was before I watched this episode because that was a horror film. I'm like, I can't believe I have to wait a week to see what happens next. But that was simply terrible. And now I have to go to bed with that. Happy Thursday. I just sat down at my desk to get some work done this afternoon. It is noon and I went to Pilates this morning, which was really nice. I'm really trying to get back in a routine. Today I have a couple of things to do for the Sophisticated Living magazine. So I'm gonna start with that, and then I just found out that I'm going somewhere on another trip in October, which I'm so excited about, and it is a very exciting place along with a couple of others. But I want to do some hotel outreaches. I've worked with a couple of hotels now in Indianapolis, and I really want to try to work with a hotel on this trip, so I'm going to try my hardest now that I know the dates to get that set up. So that's probably going to be something I'll be working on in the next month, but I'm going to get started with that today. And then I posted some stuff on Depop yesterday because I bought shoes. I didn't show you guys yesterday, but I bought Sam Edelman riding boots that are so cute. But I got an 8.5 because I'm so used to like Dolce Vita sizing. I always do a half size up in their boots, and I shouldn't have done that. So I have to go exchange that or drop it off at UPS. And then that's where I was going. I just like randomly, sometimes when I buy stuff, I'm like, okay, now I really have to get rid of my other things. So I had some shoes that I had photos of that I never listed. So I already sold a pair of loafers. Someone else is interested in my leather Converse that I bought 2 years ago and probably wore twice. Dumb purchase. And then I need to stop at like Target, and then I teach ballet this evening, and Donovan works at a restaurant 2 nights a week. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that, so this is one of the nights, so I get Thursdays kind of to myself to get some work done. So I'm gonna start there and I will check in a bit. I'm currently about to make dinner, but I'm trying to decide what I want. I have salmon that I marinated for a little bit in here with some rice vinegar, soy sauce, and sesame oil. But I'm trying to decide if I want to do like rice and broccoli or Brussels sprouts with like honey and soy sauce. But I don't know what like the third ingredient would be. That's my only issue. Honestly, mac and cheese sounds so good with that, like a little flower child errands situation. But I guess I could do rice with it. I think I'm just gonna do Brussels sprouts. That's what I want, so, and then I'll just do rice. That was kind of my original idea. I feel like broccoli is very, why can't I talk? I have like no thoughts. Very, I guess expected would be the right word. Like broccoli, salmon, and rice is a usual combo. But we're gonna mix it up because I did buy Brussels sprouts, and Donovan always makes fun of me when I buy them because he's like, you know you're not gonna eat those, right? So tonight we're proving him wrong. We're going to make them. I am going to have some wine, because why not? got the entire spread. We got cucumber salad, kimchi, salmon, broccoli, or Brussels sprouts, that's what we decided on, and some brown jasmine rice. I obviously was craving a little bit of everything. Let's try the salmon because I did it differently. Oh my god. Wow. I didn't add any salt or pepper to it. I only marinated it in the rice vinegar, soy sauce, and sesame oil. Maybe I could have put a little bit of salt, but the flavor is so good. I'm going to enjoy my meal and watch Sex and the City. Good morning. It is now Saturday, and I just made it downtown to the Stutz, which is the building where my mom has her studio. She has a yoga and painting class this afternoon and asked me to come basically like take it and get content for them. Her friend is teaching the yoga, and then my mom is obviously doing the painting, and it's like a 3-hour thing, I think. I don't have to stay the whole time, but I just got here. I went and got my eyebrows sorted this morning, which was literally, I hate doing it so much. It hurts so bad, but they look a lot better. And yeah, I'm feeling a little bit tired today, so I'm gonna grab a coffee at Barista Parlor, which is right here downstairs in the building. If you've never been to the Stutz, it's super cool, especially in the past couple of years. They've really like upgraded it, and there's like a pas de choux, there is a plant store, there's a bar, Turner's, that's really cute. There's like a lot of things to do, and I've talked about it on my channel before, but if you're new, just to let you know that you should check it out. And yeah, we're gonna go inside and this should be fun.
Come down to our belly, just below our navel. Our shoulders relaxed. And our palms come together in front of our hearts. Sitting. Next, inhale, arms reach up. Take a gentle forward fold here. Smooth it side to side. Your palm, your own face.
Change of plans on this Saturday evening. We were supposed to go have dinner with a couple of friends that, like, one of them is an old family friend and his girlfriend, but Donovan is all of a sudden not feeling good. He like threw up this afternoon and just like is feeling lethargic, which is really weird because the same thing happened to my brother like a month ago, but then he felt fine the next day. And then he said, Donovan said this also happened to his mom and brother. They just like threw up once, felt like shit, and then the next day it was like better. And I feel like that's what's happening. So I'm just gonna use this as a Saturday evening at home. I'm gonna make it cozy. I did just go to Kroger and buy stuff to make chicken noodle soup. I'm gonna be a good girlfriend and make him soup because I know when I'm sick, that's always what I want, obviously. So I got some celery, I got carrots, 2 packs of chicken. Usually I try to buy skin and bone on chicken thighs, but they didn't have those, and the only thing that they really had with skin was chicken wings, and I don't feel like there's gonna be enough meat on here, so I got a chicken tender. But I like to make my own like broth when I make chicken noodle soup, just because I want it to be like fully from scratch. I'm always needing milk ever since I got my coffee machine because I'm always making a latte. And also I like realized, or I figured out how to make a half calf latte with like half decaf, which is really exciting because then I won't be like having a panic attack every single time I make a coffee in the afternoon. Then I'm out of yogurt, so I got 2 of these. I don't know why at Kroger they don't have the big tubs, and also these are fat free, so they don't even last as long as far as keeping me satiated. Basically, to make this, I just put on a big pot of water with the chicken inside, and then cut up an onion and put some parsley and salt, and then I let that cook. And once the chicken is cooked, Then I take out the chicken and I basically then have my broth. You also want to make sure to take the foam off of the, like it gets like foamy on top of the water, so you take that off. And then I'm going to cut up an onion, carrots and celery, dice everything and saute it in some oil until it just gets like a little bit softer. And then I throw that into the broth, let that just kind of soften and fully cook through. Then I shred up the chicken, take off the skin and add it back in the pot, and then let it all cook together for a little bit. Very easy, it just takes a while.